The crisis at Red Bull escalates. Is Max Verstappen's future at stake? Red Bull is facing one of the most turbulent moments in its recent history. Since the internal crisis that erupted last year, the team has been grappling with power struggles, internal discontent, and a technical landscape that could jeopardize its dominance in Formula One. Dutch driver Max Verstappen, the reigning three-time world champion, has already expressed his dissatisfaction, and according to increasingly intense rumors circulating behind the scenes, he may be leaving at the end of the season. The crisis at Red Bull began to gain traction when Christian Horner, the team's principal, became embroiled in a harassment case. The situation escalated further following the passing of Dietrich Mateschitz, the team's founder and visionary, which left a leadership vacuum. This resulted in a power struggle between two factions within Red Bull, the Austrian group and the Thai group, each vying to take control of the team's future. Ultimately, the Thai faction emerged victorious, ensuring Horner's continued leadership, a development that deeply displeased Verstappen and his camp. Verstappen's dissatisfaction with Red Bull became evident when rumors surfaced about a potential negotiation with Mercedes. Toto Wolff, the head of the German team, confirmed that preliminary discussions had taken place regarding an agreement with Verstappen. But at that time, the talks did not progress. However, the current situation could rekindle that interest. Declining performance and uncertainty about 2026. In addition to the internal issues, another factor that may weigh on Verstappen's decision is the performance of the Red Bull car. Although the RB20 remains competitive, it no longer demonstrates the absolute dominance seen in previous seasons. Verstappen himself has admitted that he needs to maximize the points available, as the car no longer provides a clear advantage over its rivals. The major question mark for the team's future, however, lies in the new engine regulations set for 2026. Red Bull has chosen to develop its own power unit in partnership with Ford, but initial analyses have not been encouraging. Reports indicate that Mercedes has the best data and the most promising power unit for the new era of Formula One. Helmut Marko, Red Bull's advisor, publicly acknowledged that it would be difficult to retain Verstappen if the team fails to offer a competitive package. The big question is that Max wants a car capable of winning all the time, Marko stated to Sky Sports Germany. If we cannot guarantee that, there are performance clauses in the contract. So yes, it would be difficult to keep him. Zak Brown fuels rumors about Verstappen's exit. McLaren's Zak Brown added more fuel to the speculation by stating that Verstappen might leave Red Bull at the end of the season. In an interview with The Telegraph, Brown revealed that he had heard information regarding the possible destination of the Dutch driver. "I think he's leaving at the end of this year," Brown said, probably to Mercedes. There were also rumors about Aston Martin, especially with Adrian Newey involved. But in the end, you need an entire team around you to succeed. If I had to bet, I'd put my money on Mercedes. Brown's analysis makes sense. Mercedes has won 8 Constructors' Championships in the last 10 years, and even without a dominant car, they managed to secure victories last season. Furthermore, the team has a solid structure and the experience to handle regulatory changes, factors that could be decisive in Verstappen's choice. Another aspect to consider is the contractual situation of Mercedes drivers. George Russell's contract expires at the end of 2024, and Lewis Hamilton is already set to move to Ferrari in 2025. This opens up a slot in the team that could very well be filled by the 3-time world champion. Toto Wolff avoids the issue, but doesn't rule out the possibility. Toto Wolff has taken a cautious stance on the matter, but does not deny that Mercedes could consider Verstappen in the future. In a recent interview with Sky Deutschland, the head of the German team refused to directly comment on the rumors. "There are still no negotiations," Wolff stated. "We support our drivers, and both are delivering sensational performances. But Formula One is a dynamic environment. Let's see how things evolve." His statement was not enough to quell speculation. Dutch journalist Jack Pluij was even more direct, claiming that an agreement between Verstappen and Mercedes is practically finalized. Meanwhile, Verstappen is trying to stay focused on the track, but he does not hide his discomfort with the team's situation. The driver has repeatedly stated that he does not intend to remain in Formula One forever and will only continue in the sport if he is having fun and fighting for victories. "I hear those rumors all the time," Verstappen said, when asked about his potential departure. "But for me, nothing changes. My goal is always to do the best I can on the track." The future of Verstappen. Imminent decision? This year's silly season could be one of the most eventful in recent Formula One history, and Verstappen's future may be the key piece in the driver market puzzle. If Red Bull fails to convince him that they will have a competitive car in the coming years, it's very likely that the Dutchman will seek new challenges, with Mercedes looking for a driver to lead their new era, and Aston Martin trying to establish themselves as a strong contender in the category. Verstappen will have options if he decides to leave. But the big question remains: will Red Bull be able to persuade him to stay? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Verstappen should remain with Red Bull or pursue a new challenge with Mercedes? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates on the world of Formula One. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.